The Children's Crusade of 1212 stands as a profoundly heartbreaking chapter in human history. It represents a unique and tragic intersection of religious fervor, mass delusion, and the exploitation of innocence. This extraordinary event saw thousands of children embark on an impossible journey, driven by claims of divine visions. Two young boys, barely more than children themselves, asserted they had received direct commands from God. Their charismatic messages compelled vast numbers of their peers to march towards Jerusalem. This ill-fated expedition would ultimately lead to widespread suffering, enslavement, and death. The 13th century European context was ripe for such a phenomenon. The Fourth Crusade had failed spectacularly, leaving the Holy Land firmly under Islamic control. This failure fueled widespread disillusionment and a desperate longing for divine intervention. Europe was also grappling with significant economic hardship, marked by poverty and famine. Amidst this struggle, intense religious devotion reached a fever pitch, and papal authority was at its zenith. People sought solace and meaning in spiritual movements. In France, a 12-year-old shepherd named Stephen of Cloyes emerged. He claimed Christ had appeared to him, commanding him to lead a mission to the Holy Land. Stephen promised a miraculous parting of the sea, asserting that innocence would achieve what armed might could not. His charismatic message spread rapidly, attracting thousands of followers. Despite initial rejection from the royal court, Stephen's movement gained unstoppable momentum. Children and some adults were captivated by his divine claims. Concurrently, in the Holy Roman Empire, a 10-year-old boy named Nicholas of Cologne claimed a similar vision. He too began gathering followers, inspiring them to join a crusade. Nicholas planned a perilous march through the Alps to reach the Mediterranean. The psychology of belief played a crucial role in motivating these young crusaders. Children were driven by a potent mix of religious ecstasy, intense peer pressure, and a yearning for adventure. Many genuinely believed they were fulfilling a divine purpose. Their motivations were complex, extending beyond pure faith. Some sought family approval, while others saw the crusade as an escape from the harsh realities of their lives. The romanticized ideal of pilgrimage also held a powerful allure for many. By June and July of 1212, Stephen's French army had gathered near Paris. Estimates suggest as many as 30,000 children, ranging in age from 7 to 18, joined the procession. They began their arduous 500-mile march towards Marseille. The journey was fraught with immense hardship. The children endured hunger, thirst, and exhaustion, leading to widespread desertion along the route. They faced mixed reactions from local communities, some offering aid, others showing hostility. Nicholas's German expedition faced even greater perils. Their attempt to cross the treacherous Alps resulted in mass casualties from extreme cold and starvation. The harsh mountain environment proved an insurmountable obstacle for many. Upon reaching Italy, the German crusaders encountered further hostility from local populations. Their leadership structure began to break down under the strain of the journey. Many survivors were left stranded and vulnerable. Disturbingly, adults were often behind the children's movements, exploiting their innocence. Hugh the Iron, a French nobleman, is believed to have actively organized and funded Stephen's crusade. His motives were likely personal gain, not piety. Merchants also saw opportunities for immense profit in these movements. They promised free transport across the Mediterranean, concealing their sinister hidden agendas. These individuals preyed on the children's desperate hope. Upon reaching Marseille, the promised miracle failed to materialize. The Mediterranean Sea did not part as Stephen had foretold. This profound disillusionment caused many children to abandon the cause, returning home or dispersing. However, a significant number remained, clinging to hope. It was then that deceitful merchants, including Hugh the Iron and a man named William the Pig, stepped forward. They offered free passage on 7 ships, ostensibly to the Holy Land. Their true plan was horrifyingly cynical: to sell the children into slavery in North Africa. These unscrupulous individuals saw the children not as pilgrims, but as valuable cargo for the burgeoning slave markets. The journey across the Mediterranean quickly turned to tragedy. 2 of the 7 ships were wrecked near Sardinia, resulting in the mass drowning of hundreds of children. The sea, far from parting, claimed their lives. The remaining 5 ships successfully delivered their human cargo to slave markets. The children were sold into bondage in Alexandria and other North African ports. Their dreams of Jerusalem ended in unimaginable servitude. The aftermath in France was marked by public outrage and profound family tragedy. Countless children had simply disappeared, their fates unknown. While Stephen's ultimate fate remains uncertain, some adults involved faced prosecution for their roles. Nicholas's German contingent also met a grim end. He eventually met with Pope Innocent III, who, recognizing the futility and danger, ordered the movement's dispersal. Most of the surviving children died during the perilous return journey through the Alps. Reconstructing the Children's Crusade presents significant historical challenges. Medieval sources, primarily contemporary chronicles, offer varying and often exaggerated accounts. These narratives are frequently biased, reflecting the chronicler's own perspectives. Many original records from the period have been lost over time. This scarcity of primary evidence contributes significantly to the historical mystery surrounding the Crusade. Historians must piece together fragments of information. Modern historical analysis continues to debate key aspects of the event. There is ongoing discussion regarding the actual age of the participants. Some scholars suggest many were young adults, not exclusively children. The true scale of the events also remains contested. Motivations are continually reassessed, moving beyond purely religious fervor. Historians now emphasize the significant economic factors at play. Poverty, famine, and the desire for a better life likely drove many to join. The social and economic context of the 13th century is crucial for understanding the Crusade. Conditions included widespread agricultural crises, leading to rural depopulation and urban migration. An intense religious revival also permeated society. Crucially, a pre-existing Mediterranean slave trade created a ready market for human trafficking. The prevalence of child labor also meant children were often seen as commodities. These factors created fertile ground for exploitation. The slavery connection is undeniable and central to the tragedy. Established slave trade networks facilitated the sale of European children into North Africa. Merchant complicity and organized trafficking networks ruthlessly exploited the Children's Crusade. The Children's Crusade had immediate historical impacts. It prompted some church reforms and led to legal changes concerning children's religious activities. The event also caused significant cultural trauma and, for some, religious skepticism. Its long-term significance lies in its early recognition of the need for child protection. The Crusade serves as a stark cautionary tale about the dangers of religious extremism and the catastrophic failure of adults to protect innocence. The event has left a lasting literary and cultural legacy. It was documented in medieval chronicles, notably by Matthew Paris, and has inspired countless works of art. Its tragic narrative continues to resonate through the centuries. The Children's Crusade continues to influence modern literature, music, film, and academic research. Its themes of innocence, manipulation, and exploitation remain powerfully relevant. It is a story that refuses to be forgotten. Disturbingly, there are clear parallels to contemporary child exploitation. The Crusade echoes modern human trafficking, the manipulation of youth by extremist groups, and the pervasive issue of child labor. Vulnerable children remain targets. It highlights the vulnerability of youth to online predators and political movements. Children's suggestibility and trust can be easily exploited by those with malicious intent. The past offers stark warnings for the present. Insights into child psychology are also evident. The Crusade illustrates children's suggestibility, the powerful influence of peer pressure, and their inherent trust in authority figures. These traits can be tragically manipulated. It also shows how genuine spiritual feelings or a desire for adventure can be twisted and exploited. The children's sincere beliefs were weaponized against them, leading to their demise or enslavement. The Crusade offers profound lessons for modern society. It emphasizes the paramount importance of adult responsibility for child protection. It also underscores the critical need to foster critical thinking skills in young people. It advocates for balanced religious education, promoting understanding over blind faith. Furthermore, it highlights the enduring value of historical awareness, reminding us that past tragedies can inform present vigilance. The Children's Crusade provides clear warning signs of exploitation. These include isolation tactics, claims of exclusive truth, and urgent demands for action. A key indicator is when adults financially benefit from children's activities. A lack of transparency in organizational activities is another red flag. When motives are obscured and processes are hidden, it often signals exploitation. These patterns are tragically timeless. Many historical questions about the Children's Crusade remain unanswered. The true numbers of participants and the individual fates of most children are largely unknown. The full extent of adult conspiracies is still debated. The precise role of the Church in the events also continues to be a subject of scholarly discussion. Historians strive to uncover more definitive answers, but the passage of time makes this challenging. Modern research continues to explore new avenues. Ongoing archaeological investigations may shed more light on the roots and fates of the Crusaders. Comparative studies with similar historical movements offer valuable insights. Psychological analysis of mass hysteria and the social history impacts of such events provide deeper understanding. The Children's Crusade remains a fertile ground for interdisciplinary study. This exploration aims to be a compelling and informative examination of this tragic event. It seeks to offer profound insights into the past and its enduring relevance to the present day. The Children's Crusade serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of child protection, the necessity of critical thinking, and the enduring value of historical awareness. We must learn from the past to safeguard the future.